is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. My readings are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. I want to thank everyone for the love and support that they have given me towards my channel, and for my new subscribers, welcome. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell so you get alerts when videos are posted. So first, I would like to invite the Holy Spirit into my area to give this reading light and love. Next, I would like to bring the singing bowl just to give this reading positive energy, positive vibes. So, dear Gemini people, why are you guys so cold, so emotionless? What is up with you Geminis these days? You are experiencing a lot of emotions. So, like, when you're by yourself is the time when you kind of go into deep thought and think about all the situations that you're dealing with and that you're facing. So for the outside people, it comes off as you're very cold and you're very like stern. That's probably a better word for you. You're very stern. You're very like matter of factly, like, you know, you just are the way you are. You don't really play too many games. You're very straightforward. You like things the way that they are. And you don't like to deviate from that. And so that's how most people see you. But when you're by yourself, you're different. You think about the situations that your life, you know, put you in, and the challenges that you face. But most people don't see that side of you, Gemini, because you're not going to show that. It takes a very special person for you to, or a person that's very, very close to you, for you to show those type of feelings or those type of emotions. So Gemini, some of you seem like you are dealing with just your mind when you're by yourself all over the place, just on 9,000 different thoughts. And it seems like it just jumps around and you don't even realize that you're having some of these thoughts until you're like, you know, literally trying to process how you're feeling. And Gemini, that's hard for you because you're not emotional. Like, you are very logical. You're very intelligent. You think about things in a rational sort of way. So you try not to be very emotional to certain things. But lately there's been a lot of stuff happening that you can't rationally explain. Like, just situations. You like things black and white. You know, this happened because of this. This happened because of this. And lately you can't follow the pattern. Like, things are just happening like it seems to be so random to you. And Gemini, that's not the way your mind processes things. So when things are happening and you see that they're happening and you know that they're happening because they're happening to you, but there's not a logical way to explain it, then it's coming off as something confusing to you. Like, you just can't wrap your mind around it. Although you know that it's happening because it is happening to you, but there's no explanation for it. So Gemini is just feeling like, to you, like it's starting to shake your life up. The way some of the things are happening to you is starting to shake your life up. And you're a little confused by it because you're not really sure of how to handle a situation that's not shown to you in a logical form. So it's kind of screwing your mind up. But Gemini, you're going to work your way through it, because some type of way you're going to bring it to a logical thought process. You just haven't figured it out yet. So that's the part that's driving your mind insane, Gemini. You can't pinpoint what's happening exactly to the T right now. You just can't figure it out. So that's bothering you. And then the fact that now you're dealing with all these emotions is kind of, you know, pressing you. So that's putting a strain on you. Okay, so we have the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups likes to deal with things like in a very rational manner, like you, Gemini. You like to know the facts about things. You like to think before you speak. You like to make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's. So before you put anything out there, Gemini, you try to fact check. You're good for that. The Knight in Shining Armor, Gemini, is like, he looks like he's offering his cup to someone. He looks like he's coming to the rescue of someone. So he has love on his mind. So Gemini, you've been thinking about somebody that you really like. And maybe you've never felt this way about this person before. And so that's throwing you off. It's leaving you afraid. This is like the crossroads. You are stuck between two different situations, two different people, two different scenarios, like jobs or something. Jobs. And over here, you're reassessing. You're reassessing your money situation. You're reevaluating and you're planning. So something is going on, Gemini, to where you want to offer your cup. You want whatever this love over here is, whatever this romance is, this thing that you're trying to do, it's leaving you feeling like you've never felt like this before. So Gemini, you're an emotional wreck right now. It seems like. Not on the outside. Anybody looking at you would never think that. Because people looking at you, Gemini, from the outside looking in, you look like you have it all together. Like, because you are just always the intelligent, intellectual, rational, non-emotional type of girl or type of guy. Like, you, that's just the way you are. You're very laid back. So nobody ever really senses any type of emotion from you, Gemini. So this is like a private thing that's happening. So on the outside, you look steady as a rock. You look like you are taking life by the horns and you are building. You are moving forward. You are pressing through. You are the king. And I mean, you got plenty of big ball energy. You got the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Gemini, you know you like having the biggest balls in the building. So you got two kings that came out. Gemini, it looks like you're trying to work with somebody. You're trying to get a commitment. So maybe you might be about to ask somebody to marry you. Because he's offering his cup. King of Wands is about commitment. This is romantic. You're thinking about something. You're at a crossroads with something and you're thinking about the money. So maybe you might be thinking about how much this wedding is going to cost. Gemini, you're all over the place. So that's probably just one of the thoughts that you're having. But it looks like there's some romance involved in here. It looks like you have somebody that's on your mind. And Gemini, maybe. It's like he's thinking. What are you thinking about, Gemini? What's your concern about this romance? Gemini, looks like you're, I don't know if I said this already, but it looks like you're building something. It looks like you're telling people what to do. So maybe you might be starting your own business. Or maybe you might be the supervisor, manager, CEO, somebody, I don't know. But maybe you're starting your own business. It looks like you're telling people what to do. Gemini, it seems like you're also blocked. Like here, you're not seeing things clearly. Like you're thinking about something here. So it's like you're blocked. Something is blocking your energy. Something is blocking your motivation, Gemini. You're worried about something. Maybe you're worried about moving forward into the future. Maybe you're worried about taking that step. Maybe you're worried about if you have enough money to take that step. Gemini, you always think of things in a rational situation, as a rational situation. You always are trying to make a plan. So maybe something is not coming together in a plan and it's throwing you off a little bit, so it's causing you to have to go back and reassess the situation. But whatever this blockage is right here, Gemini, you have to figure that out. Because it's leaving you stuck in that one position. And your mind is thinking about 26 different things. So this one thing here is roadblocking you. So you probably need a fresh perspective of it. You probably need something else to do. Maybe you might need to go listen to some music. Put on something that can kind of get your energy flowing. Can kind of allow you to create and manifest and pray. So maybe you need a change of scenery, Gemini, from that place that you normally go. So music is a cure, guys. Remember that. Music takes you places that sometimes your imagination can't. But your imagination is big time. So Gemini, it seems like you're feeling left out in the cold for some reason. So maybe you're afraid to make this step with this person because you were left out in the cold before and you don't want to be left out in the cold again. Or maybe you're feeling like you don't want to, you and this person don't agree on money situations because this is like lack and poverty. So maybe you're worried about, and then over here you're reassessing your money situation. So this is another thought that you're having in your brain. So like I said, Gemini, it's like so many different thoughts. You have trying to manage the money on one end, and then you want to be in love with and offer this cup or in a relationship situation, and it's leaving you not knowing what to do. So you're trying to figure it out. But Gemini, you're afraid. You're afraid of being left or lost. Left out in the cold. Abandoned. So that's what's crossing you up, Gemini. You got to get out of this energy. This mind frame right here is blocking you from moving forward, taking the next step, offering your cup. You probably have to just trust something. You have to trust the situation. You have to trust the process. The King of Wands is about strength and honesty. and commitment, equal commitment from others. So maybe you're not trusting that they have equal commitment to you as you do with them. But you're just going to have to take the next step just to figure it out. You can't be stuck in your head. You got to move. So life is about taking risks, Gemini. You can't be secluded. Take an adventure. See these islands over here and this ocean, these mountains back here. Like, take a risk. You can't be stuck in a mindset of abandonment, lack, poverty. Like, you can't be stuck in that mindset or just think that you can be stagnant and stuck in that area. You got to take a risk, Gemini. Yes, it's scary. And it seems like you need to take a risk in love and in maybe your employment or you branching out to build your own business. It's seeming like you're going to have to take a risk, but you got to come out of this mindset first. Positive vibes only, Gemini. So Gemini, this is your reading. If it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell so you get alerts when videos are posted.